I never want to see that friggin' farm field ever again. Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, host Jan. I do hope you lot are all doing well today, my friends. I really do hope that Chelsea won. Or wait, no. Barnsley 0, Chelsea 1. Oh boy, the sequel sucked buttholes. That's right, that 6-0 seems so long ago when Kai Havertz scored a hat-trick, which, by the way, is looking like a good hat-trick now. Barnsley deserves props. We were all playing on a friggin' potato field. Loads of players played awfully. The academy boys came up trumps again to save Chelsea. Tuchel was fuming. What the hell was going on, mate? Not only did Tammy Abraham score the only goal and the winner, he also apparently was our best defender. That clearance off the line, that header, other aerial duels. Kepa played better. I'm going to get into player performances. There's a lot to get into. Do subscribe if you're new to this channel. Settle in, get comfortable. Daily content, of course, regarding the Blues. You might dig it. If you're happy, we're through to the next round. If you're a Chelsea fan, drop a like on the video. It really helps me out a lot. Alright then, let's get into today's match review. So, going into this, I was feeling pretty confident. And why wouldn't you? Thomas Tuchel's Blues are doing well, resolute, look like they can control games. Last time we played Barnsley, we touched them up 6-0. I said 4-0 in my match preview. I was like, we're not so gung-ho under Tuchel as we were Frank Lampard, who just loved to attack and, you know, whatever, go crazy. We're a little bit more controlled under Tuchel, which ultimately is a good thing. So I went for a conserved, reserved 4-0 prediction. And we literally got out with a 1-0 win by the skin of our friggin' teeth. Look, before we talk about the game, this is massive. We qualify into the next round and we got a really favourable draw in the draw. The best probably would have been Bournemouth. I think maybe, although they are in good form, we drew Sheffield United at home. Granted, they are playing better and we only just beat them 2-1 last time with a Rudiger own goal, so context is required. But that is an amazing draw and we're through to the next round. But like I said at the top of the video, by the skin of our friggin' teeth, Tammy Abraham, second half, scored the only goal, assist Reece James. We saw some changes at half-time. Let's have a look at the lineup on the Who Scored match graphic to give you some context of how this game went. Barnsley did really well. They actually played a really super high line, so it would have been nice to see Timo Werner in this game. But yeah, they were really disciplined. In the first half, our back three couldn't really do anything. We looked so benign against them. We didn't know what to do. They had more attempts than us. You know, we just looked stifled. Our midfield was non-existent. Pulisic couldn't get into the game. Ziyech couldn't get into the game. And apart from a couple of touches and one set piece, spoiler, Ziyech was bad. Yes, I will get into player performances in just a moment. So yeah, weird formation, 3-4-2-1 again. You know, it's Tammy up front, Ziyech, Pulisic in behind. Billy Gilmour and Kante, the midfield that I predicted and wanted. Alonso left wing back, Hudson-Odoi right wing back like I predicted. Emerson left centre half. Weird. I'm not saying particularly it was awful, wasn't great, but weird. Zuma came in, wasn't great. Christensen was alright. Kepa, good. We'll get into that. We're gonna get into that. So anyway, we can't do anything. They completely stifle us on the potato field in the first half. Tuchel is fuming, makes halftime changes, goes to a back four. I believe the first time we've seen a back four under Thomas Tuchel, and boy was it a good time to switch. He brings on Reece James to play right back. Emerson remains left back. Alonso goes off for Rudiger for Christensen. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we go to a back four, and to be honest, we start okay, play a little bit better with the back four, and then Barnsley are just all over us. Like, all over us. I'm literally hiding behind my freaking pillow, bro. Like, we're being, like, touched up by Barnsley. I was like, we beat these guys 6-0. And now they're like, we're on the, you know, the plough field of doom, and we're just getting, like, berated by Barnsley, and I just don't know what's happening anymore. Anyway, we eventually get there. There's, like, a nice bit of play. Reece James basically burns down the touchline on the right flank and literally squares it across to Tammy Abraham, who touches it in for the goal. Now, I thought it was offside right until the BBC showed a line that showed it was onside, which is fair play. But we should have had a penalty in the first half. I know I haven't mentioned it so far because, you know, really early on, Tammy Abraham fouled in the box, the player doesn't get the ball. It's a penalty, but because the ref doesn't give it and there's no VAR because it's not a Premier League ground, you don't get it. And although I was annoyed, I was like, Stonewall penalty not given to us. I was like, doesn't matter. Barnsley, 6-0 last time. We're not going to need this. Everything's fine. It wasn't fine, was it? Oh, PTSD, man. PTSD. Stressed. Anyway, we got there. Lacobham, the academy boys, saved the day. Tuchel will probably rightly be fuming at this performance and the lack of everything. But we got there in the end. That's the main thing. He rotated. He would have learnt a lot about these players in this formation, and he will be pleased we won't have to play on a pitch like that again this season. Literally, that's it for this season. So let's talk about some player performances in the next section. Kepa in goal, made a lovely save, point blank in the first half. It was quite close to him, but often they go in. Superb save. He made some high claims, which is new for him. Maybe he's been hanging out and training with Mendy more and more. What else? Really good with his feet, good pass accuracy. A high confidence Kepa is good with his feet. That's why he was scouted and brought in to play under Maurizio Sarri when Courtois left for a lot of passing football. Maybe if he keeps a high confidence, he could displace Mendy. Weirder things have happened. Anyway, it was only Barnsley, but he had a good game. Alonso, so many of these players I'm just going to reel through because, you know, not so good. Alonso I didn't think was very good. He sort of dropped off a little bit these last couple of games. Doesn't really impress me. He hasn't really got the engine. The passing was out with everyone. I don't know, man. Emerson, left centre back. Was he okay? I think I saw him win an aerial duel. I don't really know how to judge him because it was more like a collective team failing. Maybe like a poor tactical setup from Tuchel, which would be odd. But I don't think he was particularly awful, Emerson. Let me know in the comments. Christensen was decent. He has been decent of late. Zuma was not decent, but he's just been brought back in. So I don't want to judge him too harshly. Callum Hudson-Odoi was probably the brightest player in the first half, playing right wing back, but he still really didn't do that much. Do you know what I mean? He still really didn't inspire. The whole of that first half, I tweeted out, like, "Are we Mason Mount FC?" And when I saw we haven't got Mason Mount on the bench, I got worried. Not because he's like some Galactico who's going to score an overhead kick in the winner, but he sets the tone. He sets the level of commitment in that midfield. And, you know, he's an important player for us. Anyway, in midfield, we did have Billy Gilmore, who I'm a massive fan of. And he did showcase some of his ability in this game, you know, showing for the ball, passing it quick one touch. He will grow in confidence. And he was, you know, he wasn't awful in this game. He was pretty good. Kante wasn't so good. I actually think Kante was pretty bad in this game. And that's, considering his last game, his cameo off the bench, he was very, very good. I'm a little bit confused, so I'll be keen to hear your thoughts on Kante's performance in this game, because I thought it wasn't very good. The two inside forwards behind Tammy Abraham, both awful. Pulisic has not been great this season. He will be good. He is a good player, but he had one good run in this game. For the first 30 minutes, he wasn't even on the pitch. I couldn't even see him. Ziyech had a semi-disaster class, apart from a couple of good touches, like I said, and one set piece. So many poor touches, bodied off the ball constantly by the Barnsley players, and it was just no good. Tammy, very good, man of the match for me. I mean, he wasn't amazing, but in comparison to everyone else, he got the goal, that amazing headed clearance on the goal line, and he won some more headers in the box. Like I joked, probably our best defender and the match winner. So for that, Tammy Abraham, you get my man of the match, my friend. Off the bench, Kovacic. Didn't see too much of him. He came on very late to sort of see the game out. I think he was pretty good. Reece James got the assist, but he also gave away a couple of needless fouls. At right back, to be honest, Tino Andrin showcased a little moment. He's a great player, but it's not the opportunity for him when the whole team is failing. And really, I'm just happy it's over. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on and wind down the video and talk about this a little bit more. Guys, friends, be happy that we qualified. It was away. It was a freezing cold night. Like I said, it was on a ploughing field. Clean sheet, Kepa confidence, Tammy goal, only one goal. Yes, it was poor, but we move. The next game is against Sheffield United at home. It's going to be on a good pitch. Tuchel will learn from these matches. Like he said, you know, what was it? Like the 1-0 against, was it Tottenham or whatever? Like he said, these matches you learn, and when you're not playing well and you learn, yet you still get the points and you get to go through, that's the best way to do it. So that'll be good. Sheffield United at home. Hopefully we can take the W there and get into the semi-final, and it's been a really, really favourable run if we do get to the semi-final all the way. So fair friggin' play, man. I'm super stoked about that. I'm just happy it's over. Let me know your thoughts and comments and feelings down in the comment section below. I'll be keen on reading them. Man, I'm out of here. Enjoy the football, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo, chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.